Now let's go over to Netflix and Friends and let's talk My Lady Jane. Holly, you go. Could you do 3 minutes or do you want your five?
I can talk really fast, as we know.
Okay, cool. Let's go 3 minutes because we got a lot to go through. Go.
My Lady Jane. It's a fantasy retelling of the story of Lady Jane Grey in an alternative, slightly alternative, noticeably alternative universe, where there are also magical beings that people can turn into.
Ooh.
And she is, as in reality, the cousin of King Edward. The story of King Edward is somewhat different. The story of everybody's somewhat different. She finds herself being married off to somebody she doesn't want to be married to, whose name is Guildford Dudley. Um, that's all just fine. She does everything she can to avoid getting married. She does everything she can to avoid being cooperative because she is spirited and wonderful and full of enthusiasm and life and wants to make the world a better place and wants to be a doctor, basically, but finds herself in this bizarre situation, which we know is ultimately going to lead to her being crowned queen. Um,
Oh, okay. I know none of this. I mean, all these names you're saying, I'm like, I don't have a clue who those people
yeah,
were.
everybody knows this stuff apart from you. Um, that's fine. So in a magical world, Edward's death is possibly being plotted by others. Mary is grasping for the throne. Elizabeth is quite sweet and quite nice. There's a whole load of magical realism. It's delightfully ridiculous. It's funny. It's a really good cast. I can't remember who almost any of them are. Rob Brydon's in it.
Oh, Rob Brydon and the Chancellor,
Yes, and
known as
also
Duckface from Four Weddings and a Funeral.
yes, and also the bloke who was Marcus in The Discovery of Witches, who's always
Oh,
marvelous.
Matthew Good. No, not Mark. No, that was no
The
the
other
other
one.
one. I know
Yeah,
the one, the
the
younger
other
one. Yeah.
It's hugely enjoyable. It's very silly. It's a cast of attractive people being attractive, being quite funny, being quite silly. It has some absolutely amazing one-liners in it that had me properly falling out of my chair laughing. Um, it's quite sweary. It's a bit smutty, but in the sort of way you would expect for the nature of it. Hugely enjoyable. Would thoroughly recommend. Watch it for some delightful silliness. I think you'll really enjoy it, Sharon. It's
Okay. I saw a trailer for this and I was a little bit like, tread lightly because if they tamper, but if they make it clear, obviously this is a fantasy world, which in no way reflects the real Lady or
they
Queen
are
Jane Grey
very
or the
clear.
real King Edward, then it's like I can live with that. But I don't like it when they take historical characters and they say we're going to just reimagine them. It's like these people have their own lives. Don't mess with that. So
No,
this I could probably tolerate with it a bit more.
yeah, they don't do that. There are
Yeah.
people turning into owls and things and bears.
So yeah, that's not you're not
Clearly
going to
not
confuse
based
that
on
with the
real.
real
Well done or too much CGI?
Queen Jane.
Well done. And they
Well
say
done.
right up front, this is imagined. This isn't what actually happened. They're very clear. I would give it a solid four. Would recommend. Will looking forward to the second series.
Oh, all right, cool. So four for that, and I don't know whether it was just the thing about it being very well done for 3 minutes, and I think it might have been just the fact that you said it was a little bit smutty, but all of a sudden it made me think of Harlots, which I know you watched and liked, Sharon.
Yes, I liked Harlots. Yeah.
Okay, so what was My Lady Jane on?
It is on Amazon.
Amazon Prime. Okay, so My Lady Jane on Amazon Prime for anybody who wants to see that.